Welcome back to Good Morning Vail, and there is one of the hardest working things up on the mountain. That is one of the avalanche rescue dogs that's up there with our wonderful ski patrol, helping make sure everybody gets safe on the mountain. Don't forget, if you're up there, just stop off and talk to one of the guys or gals and ask them what's going on. They can give you some great tips on where to ski, some good safety tips as well. But those avalanche dogs are up there working hard as well. I am back in the studio now, and I am sitting next to Cary Hogan with Knapp Harvest, because we talk about Knapp Ranch sometimes. We talk about Knapp Harvest. One of the things we like to do is bring in local businesses, but I don't like to refer to you as a local business. You're a local lifestyle.
That's a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
I really like that idea.
And so, because everything here in the valley and all of our viewers, it's all health related and natural in Colorado. And everything that you do is based around every single one of those. And we're in February, Love Month.
Love Month.
Yeah. So what do you got for Love Month?
Well, you know, last week we talked about love your planet, and the week before about love yourself. Now this is the week to talk about love each other, and also love your sweetie. We have so many things available at Knapp Harvest. We have these beautiful bouquets, and if you know anything about the secret language of flowers, you can come down and learn that from us. Nice. One rose means something, and the color means something. 2 roses means something. 3 roses means something. So all of the colors that we have, if you are interested, it's called the secret language of love.
All right,
and that's how this started.
I'm 56 years old, and this is the first time hearing. It's probably why I'm single, because I don't know everything about the rose colors and the stuff, so we're going to have to talk later.
It's really interesting. It came from the Victorian days when they couldn't speak to each other.
Okay.
So the language came through the flowers, and it would, you know, and some of it was kind of racy. But it was all through flowers. So anyway, that's the history of that little tidbit today.
What happens if somebody gives you a black rose?
Yeah, I'd run.
Okay.
I would totally run.
Got that. Well, now do you have anybody there at Knapp Harvest? Say I come in and I want to just custom build a basket. Is there someone there that can help me kind of do all that?
Absolutely. Every one of us, and we love doing that kind of stuff. Nap Harvest is such a fun place to shop because there is everything from the dinner that you'd like to create. You know, we've got Caleb's Catch. You know, I'm going to be doing halibut with a little fresh lemon and one of our Osage herbs dill, and put it on some fresh greens and then some mushrooms on the side, the Knapp Ranch mushrooms, which are so good for you. I've been eating them almost every night, I have to admit. And the lion's mane is that kind of, well, we'd have to show it to you at the store, but the lion's mane tastes like fish, and it's got the texture of a crab. Yep. So it's just really, really good. But you can really create a great meal for your honey. And you can have the flowers on the table. We've got the sweets to go with it. We've got Decadence gourmet cheesecakes to go. All sorts of wonderful things. If you're not going to create your own, we also have Second Nature organic meals to go, which look you could put that on your own plate and it look like you cooked it.
Right, that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, right. There's some of us that's really true. But we have the cards, and we have jewelry, and we have, of course, honey. Honey is, you know, sweet and good for you and is a great little gift, and we've got honeys from all over the world, so that's a fun consideration as well. All sorts of things to you know, just show your love for each other. If you're just have your dog and it's just you and your dog, we've got stuff to show your dog love.
Wow.
You know, I used to make my my boys, who are now men, I used to make them little baskets of candy and fun things to show them I love them. You know, it just, you know, it's a great day to show each other, and it shouldn't just be a day.
Right.
But it reminds us we should remember to love each other.
Perfect. Now, I noticed the cookies in that basket, too.
Oh, boy. Speaking of love.
And you can't really see them, but you've got to go into Knapp Harvest to see this. They are absolutely beautiful, hand-decorated, and game changer.
Oh, my goodness. They're beautiful. They're European cookies, and they're just, each one of them is a work of art. They're just beautiful. And, again, a very special present to give with a little sweet after your dinner. So, yes, lots of vendors that we have, you know, are like that. They're from the Valley, and, you know, we search them out or they come in to see us. And we love shining a light on all of the talent and creativity that's in this valley. So it's very fun to work with all these people. You know, Caleb from Caleb's Catch is flying up to Alaska and catching fish and right on his boat and flash freezing them. If you don't know the difference between a dry scallop and a wet scallop, you can ask us about that.
All right.
You're paying for a lot of water if you don't get a dry scallop. So
Okay.
there's a lot of differences. And with Vail meats, you know, grass-fed raised meat is really important. Cows are not the problem. It's how we raise them. It's our big agriculture when we divide everything into monocultures, whether it's one crop of corn, one area for cows, one area for soybeans. That isn't the right way to do it. And
Right.
we are actually depleting our soils horribly. And the animals, if done right and are grazing on fields in a managed way, are really part of the ecosystem. We need them. So
Right.
they have gotten demonized because they contribute so much to the carbon footprint, but I'll tell you what, so does the way we farm. So we have really got to learn how to manage that better. There's a great movie you and I were just talking about. It's called Kiss the Ground, and it is narrated by Woody Harrelson, and I just encourage everybody to watch it. I'll tell you what it gave me was hope.
Yeah.
And hope is really important right now. It's really easy to get environmental stress. You know, people that we work with that are in the mental health industry are saying that that is happening with our children. It's happening amongst ourselves. It's happening amongst the generation that's saying, should I procreate? Should I have a child? Is that responsible?
Right.
So this is all very deep, heavy stuff, and we are living right here in a beautiful environment that we need to be stewards of, and we need to be really educators too of why did you move here? Why did I move here?
Yeah.
There's a good reason for it, and let's respect it. Let's continue to regenerate is what we need to do, not sustain. Sustainable means staying the same.
Right.
We need to regenerate. In other words, we really need to get after those soils and regenerate them in order to save the earth. It's
Yeah.
that simple.
Yep. And the way that we're doing things now is not how we learned. It's not the best way that we originally learned from.
No,
So
you're
we're
right.
evolving and doing everything. And I know, we start off talking about some organic food and
Right.
love, and we migrate into this, which is great, healthy conversation. And I know Claire Noble from the Vail Symposium, their programming is all around that too. The things
Exactly.
that we've learned as we evolve as people and as a country and a nation that we need to do, but everything goes back to lifestyle,
Exactly.
like we were talking.
And you also have to give a role to the government, and you need to use your voice because really the government's who subsidizes the corn in the agricultural community, so it doesn't encourage them to do this diverse type of planting, and it would help them economically to do it, and it's been proven. And again, this movie will point that out. So really, we need to, as an individual, you make your choices every day, whether you're going to use paper towels or can you use these, other alternatives.
Right.
What are, your detergents? What are you putting back into the earth, especially when you look around in our valley? Think about that. Our streams are low as it is. We do not need to be stressing that life out that's in the rivers either. So every move you make is really important, and your money speaks. So you have a choice to buy, and that's the power you have, and you have a right and a reason to vote. So encourage your senators, et cetera. Climate change, there won't be many other issues around.
Yep.
The earth will last. We will
Right.
go away.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Cary, it's always so educational when you come in. I love the way our conversation
I
goes,
do
and I
too.
want to dive a little bit deeper. Maybe the next show we'll dedicate a show
Let's
around
do that.
talking about that because it is a lifestyle and it's for the better of all of us.
For all of us.
And I really
Absolutely.
appreciate your time today. And you're out in Eagle, so if you get a chance, get out to Knapp Harvest. They've got some wonderful, wonderful things out there. So get out. Go see Cary, say hi, and say, help me build a Valentine, and talk to me about love, flower, and the
All that
messaging and all the
stuff.
good stuff.
So we're going to be open 7 days a week.
Yep.
And if you mention you saw us on TV8, we'll give you 10% off. So
10%
come
off.
on down.
It's a deal. All right. Thanks, Cary, for coming
You're so
in.
welcome. I appreciate it.
We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.